Yeah,
I see
it is.
Illinois, Indiana, New Jersey, California, Honey Falls.
Utah. Okay, Allentown,
I got Delaware too, unfortunately.
Delaware.
Oh, forgot it was me.
Nebraska.
Nebraska, yeah, I saw that too. Virginia, Arlington. Okay. Virginia, Sterling, Phoenix, Arizona.
Washington.
Okay.
Arizona.
We have a lot of states.
Surrounded.
Yeah.
All right, are we guys ready?
Yeah, let's get this party started.
I'm good to go.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with the fun annotations. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's some fun annotations on the slideshow. Not sure how that happened, so that was nice. So I'll stop that and we can just see everybody's faces.
My computer setup lacks a camera.
Okay, that's fine.
I spent like almost $1,200 to build this computer myself. Forgot a camera.
But that's how you learn, right? Now you know.
Yep.
Next time you will not forget the camera.
That's hilarious.
So we're going to have the staff members here as well as our students, participants, introduce themselves real quick. Then we hopefully have some fun, I guess, icebreakers, if you want to call them that. And then we'll open it up to questions, answers. If you guys just want to chat with each other, that works too. In the end, we'll share our contact information again in case you want to get a hold of us. And then we'll obviously give you guys some time to share social media handles and all that fun stuff. So I'll start. I'm Jacob Bryan. I am, I guess, relatively new, though Mike says I have to stop saying that. I'm the enrollment representative and coordinator for the College of Engineering Technology. I'm just really excited to get to know all of our awesome students. I think up next is Mike.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. My name's Mike Eastman, and I am the Associate Dean in the College of Engineering Technology. I've been a faculty member at RIT since 1996. I actually graduated from RIT a couple times, first with my Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering Technology in 1988, and then I went directly into a computer science master's program before eventually going on to get a PhD. Worked for, I guess, IBM, Xerox, Intel Corporation were some of the companies I worked for. You guys have all chosen great majors, and you are going to have a ton of opportunities in front of you. So this is really exciting for us to get to see you. So thanks for joining us today. Nikki, you're up.
Thanks. So my name is Nikki Matthews, and I'm Director of Women Technology, Community Engagement, and Student Diversity Initiatives. So I'm pretty cool, basically. And I saw some smiles. I saw some smiles. Okay. So holistically, my job basically just means to be engaged with the students and hear and see what's going on to make things better, to bring back information and how can we make your experience better. So I do a lot of events, know a lot of activities going on and jobs and opportunities and networking. So I really love what I do. You'll get a chance to experience that as we get closer to the beginning of the semester. I'm excited. I've been at RIT for 5 years. I really love what I do. I have a lot of fun. I have a really cool office. You will see that too. So welcome. I'm happy to be here. I'm ecstatic to see you, and let's keep it honest and open dialogue. So I'll kick it to Ashley. Yeah, Ashley, she's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Hey everyone, my name is Ashley Fenstermaker. I am a current student. I'm a 5th year student in the College of Engineering Technology. I'm currently pursuing a Bachelor's of Science degree in Computer Engineering Technology. I I guess I can tell you I have co-opted already. I'm actually on co-op right now. You can see my setup behind me. I'm working at Parsons Cyber, so I've been there since the beginning of June, and I'm actually leaving next week. It's gonna be really sad. But then I also worked at Saab Defense and Security in Syracuse, New York. I was there from January 2019 till August 2019, so that was a lot of fun. And I can totally speak on behalf of the students and tell you that CET is a great department, wonderful college. You're gonna have a great time. So I tell you to please get involved and always reach out if you need any help or assistance.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're also going to have student Josh join us. Josh unfortunately had his power go out just before the meeting started, so that's a good time. Hopefully Josh will be able to join us a little bit later, but if not, that's okay too. I guess I want to start with the icebreakers. So we've already talked a little bit about where everybody's from. So I'm going to move on to the second one that I like to call the desktop show and tell. So I'll give you all 3 minutes. You have to find one thing on your desktop or setup, wherever you're sitting. And you have to give a really short 10-second show and tell about what it is. So I'll give you guys 3 minutes to find something for that.
Okay.
I'm sadly in my car and on my phone, so I can't do that.
That's okay.
You can make it up.
You got to explain the dashboard and the speed gauges.
I have a portable charger for my iPhone right now.
That works.
Got my robotics hat on.
Hey, I also do robotics.
You can't see it, but I have my Hatsune Miku Project Diva figure that I bought in Akihabara in Japan.
Dude, you are so fucking cool.
Nice.
Wait.
What a legend.
Nice.
Okay, that's one up that man. I've got a Lego Buzz Lightyear figure. Take that.
Calm down there, man.
All right, mine's a little less exciting. Mine is a leather-bound notebook that I actually got at my previous job. I used to work at another college called Wells College, and I use it every day to take fun notes and whatnot. Not as cool as a Lego Star Wars anything, or Lego Batman, or all that fun stuff, but that's my show and tell. Mike, do you have anything to share?
Sure, I'll share something. So this is actually sitting next to my computer, and this may be a little tough to see, but this is a photograph of a dam construction project in the town of Waterbury, Vermont, which is where I grew up. So this picture is from well before I was alive, but this is a place that when I was young, we used to go a lot to go canoeing and kayaking and fishing and that kind of thing. So that's next to my desk. It's usually in my office at work, but I brought it home during COVID.
That's a good one.
I have a bag of
Ashley, do you have anything?
I have, my room's kind of like, it's like all over the place, but I have a bunch of boards laying around. Like I have my FPGA board from lab last semester. I have a Raspberry Pi, a couple Arduinos just laying around. So a bunch of gadgets and stuff. I have a voltmeter just chilling next to me and a couple of breadboards.
You sound like a CET student.
Yeah, nobody should
just a little bit.
Oh. Funny enough, I'm a civil engineering technology student, but I've got a Raspberry Pi, you can't see it, and then smart plugs, and I'm flashing them today so I can work with Home Assistant and no third-party software.
Nice.
I just have a bunch of one guy have a with me.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty hog.
Yeah, I'm currently reading Kami-sama Kiss, and after that I'll be reading My Master Secret and Erine.
Very nice.
I think
Yeah,
I've read
like
My Monster Secret. I'm not sure.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
That's cool.
I've read a lot of stuff. I forget it all.
Ah.
I've got
Alright.
this little dog I 3D printed.
That's cool.
Yeah. And an oscilloscope on the other side of my room.
Very nice. All right, thanks everybody for sharing. Next, we'll have you type out this next one in the chat because hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to follow. The next one is, I think, one that actually Nikki came up with when we were talking before this. What's a dish that represents how you're feeling right now? It could be about the world, could be about coming to RIT, could be, you know, anything like that. Nikki, if you want to share what dish you gave as an example.
So basically name any dish that you feel like at the moment. So it's raining outside, so it's mushy, so I feel like a bowl of mashed potatoes. or you feel like you're tough like steak. Who was talking? Was that you, Tristan?
Yeah, someone said unseasoned tofu.
Unseasoned. So tell me more about that unseasoned tofu. Who said that?
It was Jack.
It was Jack? Where's Jack? Raise your hand, Jack. Where's Jack? I don't see Jack.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, there you are. Hey, Jack. So tell us more about that unseasoned tofu.
I just thought it'd be funny.
It's hilarious.
Good work.
Well, it was effective.
Ashley said cheesy grilled cheese. Whoever said spaghetti was right on. A garbage plate. You must be from Rochester. Whoever said garbage plate.
Oh, yeah.
Tacos. Okay. Brandon said squish. Sushi. Kyle said Popeye's chicken sandwich. Okay, tell us more about that chicken sandwich, Kyle. Who's Kyle? Where's Kyle?
Pizza.
Pizza. French fries. Okay. It's good.
It's good. Okay. Who do you think makes the best chicken sandwich? I know that's a big debate.
I eat chickens. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I think Chick-fil-A might do it.
Chick-fil-A.
I don't necessarily believe in what they believe in, but they make good chicken.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. No question. Chick-fil-A, 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 Chick-fil-A. Cisco? I don't know. Chick-fil-A, graham crackers. I think Chick-fil-A won. There is one for those who are not from Rochester. There is one in Greece, and I hear there's one coming to Henrietta. So it's very, very, very close to RIT. Bojangles. Oh, that must be down south. Bojangles.
Bojangles is definitely down south.
Yeah, that's definitely. Chick-fil-A. I think Chick-fil-A kind of won. I think Chick-fil-A took the trophy.
I think they did too. All right. Next question is most recent Netflix binge.
I feel like pizza because my humor is cheesy. It's hilarious. Glee, Blacklist, The Office, Dark, Umbrella, Curse, Criminal Minds, The Office, Indiana Jones, Gossip Girl, Sugar Rush. Oh, I heard about Sugar Rush. My son loves Sugar Rush. Food Wars, Black Mirror, Space Force, Sugar Rush, Umbrella Academy.
Anybody do Parks and Rec?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
How to Sell Drugs Online Fast. Is that an actual show? I Can Help. Cheers.
Yeah, it's a real show. It's pretty
Really?
good.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, like I mean, who's the starring cast member in that show?
I think it's based on a real story, but it's definitely dramatized in the show.
How do you pronounce your name?
Paul.
I
Chef
thought
style.
so. I just wanted to.
Yeah.
I just wanted to confirm it was Paul. Okay.
Yeah.
Warrior Nun.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Chef's though. It's Norwegian. And Norway would be like PA dot on top, like the asterisk. and then PAUL, but with an asterisk. And then my parents just wanted 2 A's instead, so we went with that.
Okay, they did a good job.
Just means you're very unique.
Yeah, that's
Thanks.
right. Grace and Frankie.
Oh, great show.
Really? Okay, Tristan vouches for you. Money, Heist.
Heist.
Heist. Oh, Heist. Okay. Heist.
Sorry, I can't spell.
Did you listen to it in Spanish though? Or no, not Spanish. What was it? French? What language was it really
I
in?
think it was Portuguese. I'm not
It
sure.
was
yeah.
originally Spanish.
Oh,
it's in Spanish.
I know
Umbrella.
a friend who watched it. He said it was really good.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
I recommend the Umbrella Academy. It was really good.
Okay, I have to check that out.
It's really worth it.
Okay, Michael vouches too. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
All right. Assuming there is a,
Damn.
I guess
Jonathan, tell
we'll
us
call
about
it
that, Jonathan.
an end date to COVID, or all the restrictions, that sort of thing. What's the first thing you all want to do once this is hopefully over?
Road trip, going to the theater, hug my friends. I heard you. Go to the gym, stay inside. I'm not mad. Go to a concert, a road trip, baseball game, mountain. Okay, see my friends. I miss going to the movies, travel, eat at a restaurant, road trip, my grandparents. Oh, basement shows.
Basement shows.
Leave. Yeah, leave. Go to Florida. I know. I want to go to Florida too. They're a hot spot right now. They're a hot spot. Watch a college game, see family and friends. I'm going to the zoo, eat at a restaurant. Okay.
I think some of you will be excited that New York is opened up a little bit more than some of the states you'll be coming from. So you might be able to do some of these things, hopefully.
Literally any sporting event. I understand. What is that about Cuomo? Wait a minute, I gotta go back to the Cuomo one. That's funny. Bless Cuomo. Oh, you're so kind. Hockey.
So
Bless
Eric, have you been watching the professional marble racing that they've been having on ESPN?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. Yes.
They were also streaming NBA 2K too.
Oh, hey, all right. They gotta
Jelly's Marble Run on YouTube has all the marble races on there, and Marble League, Olympics, and stuff like that. I recommend visiting there.
Before quarantine, my friends and I in computer class would watch it almost all period.
I mean,
in like Japan, there's these like
it would be on ESPN.
In Japan, there's like these WWE style robot wrestling you can watch.
Oh, I've seen a video like that before.
It's kind of wacky. Like all the robots have their own backstories and everything.
I gotta check that out. Anyone watch the LCS?
What's LCS?
I don't know. Me. I don't. Oh, League of Legends pro game.
Oh, I've never even played a League of Legends before.
I've played League a little bit, but not that much.
Me too. I prefer Hearthstone.
Recently,
I don't play that type of stuff because I don't want to spend a bajillion hours in something before I get good.
It's not great. Don't worry. Somebody, I'm reading comments, by the way. Okay. Don't know why I'm randomly saying things. I'm reading the comments. It's addicting.
They're young.
Comments. I was Grandmaster Overwatch. If that means, where did I go? If that means, You guys are hilarious. Isn't
It's not addicting
fell
when you're
deep into
trash.
true?
I think that's every game.
Just get good at the game.
I've played a lot of Dark Souls. I've played every Soulsborne game out there.
Those are all difficult.
Recently, the main games I've been playing are Animal Crossing and Under Night Endbirth.
Okay.
All right, Nikki, what's the next question? I'm relying on you.
Okay. So when if you come back to campus, when you come to campus, what are you looking forward to? Popcorn style. We are family. You'll learn the Tiger way.
Coffee.
Coffee, okay.
Anime club.
Socializing, meetings. Oh, you're gonna have lots of meetings. Independence. The winter. Okay, get ready. Tim Hortons, Ben and Jerry's, trying ice skating. That's so much fun. That was Laura. Ice skating is so fun, and there's open times. Awesome. We often have women technology and other group. You typically have sessions where you come in for free. Red Barn to open, being out of the house. Gym gang. Okay, we can get that going. Also getting out of my town. I don't get a lot of snow at home, so I'm looking forward to that. Get ready, Michael. Emma, she's interested in taking classes. Well, you can find that at RIT. Some really good professors, some LAs and TAs. Ashley, have you ever served as an LA or TA?
I'm a TA right now, actually.
She's amazing. I mean, when I tell you Ashley, like, she's being very modest. She has her finger on what's going on. She's so involved. Ashley, can you tell them about your TA position, how you got it, how you learned about it, and what you do in the class?
Sure. So this is my first time being a TA. I've had professors want me to be a TA before, but I was just like, maybe, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to be at it. I've done grading before and tutoring, so I was like, okay, let me try something new. So Professor Zion, he's one of our professors in our department. I am a TA for his computational problem solving 1 class. I don't know if anyone's taking that class, but he has a summer course right now going for it. So I'm one of the TAs for that. I enjoy it a lot. I get to provide feedback and I get to...
I'm in that class right now.
Oh, are you? Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I'm definitely enjoying all the drama that's going on in that class.
Yes, it's very interesting.
I want to hear about the drama.
The drama?
Yeah.
Well, it's more of an ethical issue because a lot of students, my advice to you is if you have a question about
Some
something...
students were posting questions.
Kenzie? Ashley, what's going on in the class? I don't know what happened.
Okay. I don't know. I wasn't sure what Mackenzie was saying with the question part, but I am aware, I know a lot of students, there is an issue where my advice is if you need help, you should ask for help. The TAs are available, the graduate assistants available, Professor Zion's available, because there's a lot of cheating going on currently. So that has been an issue. And I'm very surprised because...
Sorry, my connection dropped for a second.
Okay.
I did some investigating, and apparently a bunch of kids were posting questions on Chegg and getting full answers to the problems and then copying the answers off of Chegg.
Okay.
So that's what I've noticed, because I got help from a Chegg tutor, and I posted one question on a specific part of a question and reposted my code on there so that I could get help. And then I know personally of one person that copied some stuff from Chegg But anything, all the help I got from Chegg, I rephrased into like my own words, like my own code.
So who did you get help from, Mackenzie?
Chegg Study.
Chegg.
Okay, Jay.
You
Okay.
could,
Okay.
but I know that there were other students that were like literally just posting an answer or posting a question and then getting the entire labs solved for them, and then using that entire code as their labs.
What program are you guys using? Is it MATLAB?
Do you know
Zybook.
specific names?
I don't know. I think I know of one person, and I've been talking to him, and he seems like he's the type of person that would do it, but I don't feel comfortable naming a name if I'm not 100%
That's good.
sure.
Thank you for not naming the name. You know, we want to stay ethical in this platform too. We thank you, Mackenzie, for bringing that to our attention. And Professor Zion is amazing to have. Like, I legit can vouch for him. He's a caring, and he will address the issue. And so, because if you have more issues, concerns, I'm gonna make sure I link up with you to make sure that you're okay. Ashley, I know you'll link up with Professor Zion and talk to him.
Yeah, we're already in the midst of it, so
I believe you guys are on
working
it.
on that.
And just to be clear, cheating is is prohibited. If you don't know, now you know. There are a host of different support systems that RIT has to ensure that you don't have to cheat, because there are many different resources for support. We have LAs, we have TAs, lab assistants, teaching assistant, we have graduate assistants in some classes. We have academic advisors who are there to help support if you're struggling in a class. We have, what is that? In the union, what is it? Academic success, right? Like, we have that over in the union. So if you're having issues in courses, math, English, writing, science, they can definitely help to support you. We also have MCAS, which stands for Multicultural for Academic Success. So those who may identify as a student of color, they too are first generation or first generation student, they too can help support. So there are so many, there's math labs on campus that you can go for support. So there are so many different ways in which you could get support to make sure that you're successful, that there should be no plagiarism, there should be no cheating, because we are there literally to make sure that you succeed and be successful. That is our goal. That's what we work towards. And as long as you open your mouth and let us know what you need, I am confident that we can get you what you need to be successful. So please keep that in the back of your mind. If you have any other concerns about what's going on in your summer classes that you may be taking, please, at the end, Jacob is going to put up our email addresses. Please reach out to us. Could we have friends, have more friends who have even better friends who can really help to make things better for you? So I just want to put that plug out there for that.
So Nikki, let me say something along those lines too. And so for all you students, right, you're entering college. I can promise you that you will be challenged academically more than you've ever been challenged before. And it may not happen in the first 2 weeks, it may not happen in the first semester, but it will happen at some point, right? And part of this educational process is for you to learn how to learn. And really that's all of the majors that you're looking at going into. It's not about getting the right answer. It's not about knowing the facts. It's about learning how to solve problems. And everything that you're asked to do in the classroom is really built around that. If you don't know how to do something, if you're unsure how to do something, if you don't have the confidence to do something, and I promise you all of those things will happen to you during this educational process. Ask for help, okay? Ask for help from instructors, ask for help from tutors. Always make sure that you understand where the line is between submitting something that's not your own, submitting something that's teamwork, what's permitted and what's not, right? Because ultimately that's up to you. And I have two kids. My two youngest kids are still college age, right? One's at RIT, another one's at another university. And I have told them always, I would much rather have you earn an F than receive an A that you didn't earn. And that's really true. You will learn from your mistakes and always be proactive, but do your own work, solve your own problems. Come to any of us, go to your faculty members. We'll help you. If you get to that point where you are so desperate you feel you need to use someone else's work, walk away and come to us for help. Because it is not going to help you in the long run. It's going to hurt you in the long run, even if you're not caught at that point in time. So,
yeah.
Okay, I think that's actually a really good transition into, we'll just have sort of an open question and answer. There's actually a question already, and I'll send that one over to Mike. So we had Centino ask, will school be mostly online or in person on campus?
Yeah, so that's a great question. The answer to that question is transitioning a little bit as we move closer to the time when you're actually going to be on campus, because we are getting some requests from students who would prefer to have a fully online opportunity this semester because either, they don't want to come to campus, they don't want their parents, or their parents don't want them to come to campus, or whatever. In our college, right now, we have about 15% of our classes that are fully online. So if you say mostly, right, mostly your classes are going to be face-to-face, but you will have very likely some components of classes that will be online. For example, some classes you will be face-to-face on Tuesday, online on Thursday, and you'll be in the room with 50% of the students enrolled in that class section. And then you'll be on Thursday when you're taking it online, 50% of the class will be online. Because part of what we're doing on campus is we're managing the social distancing. So in general, our classrooms will be half as full as they used to be. Does that help?
Thanks.
If not, you can always reach out to Mike afterwards and he'd be happy to answer more of your questions or further elaborate, that sort of thing. This one's a quick one. Will commuters still have access to the library?
Yes.
I imagine yes.
yes. It's a great place. It's really
Liam asked, so I just recently got a schedule and I was wondering if this is final or not because it does not make much sense. So Liam, we will actually, on the slide at the end is a link to the academic advising page. I'd encourage you to check that out. You can get in contact with our academic advisors. They can help you make any adjustments to your schedule that you'd like. There'll also be discussions on how to do that during the orientation process.
Yeah, and so we did freshman schedules yesterday. So it is very likely that your schedule is not finalized. For example, you may be not in certain classes that you need to be in. You may be on a wait list for a class, but that will get resolved over the next few days.
Okay. I think this one is actually really good for Ashley. Brendan said, in addition to my computer, should I also get a laptop?
I would say so. I really love my laptop. I don't have like a desktop computer. I only use my laptop. I would highly suggest it. I love using my laptop. Even when I go into the labs, I oftentimes write most of my code and complete most of my assignments on my laptop. So it's really up to you, but I think at least as a computer engineering tech student, obviously it's very computer heavy. So yeah, I think it'd be great. I love my laptop. Plus I can do like the lab assignments with the like FPGAs and boards. I can run that off my laptop at home. So it spares me having to go into the lab sometimes.
Okay.
Okay.
Take care, Will. See you in the fall. whether it's online or on campus.
Okay, so Michael asked a really good question, I think, actually, again, for Mike. It says, how does the ET exploration program work, and when would I have to decide on a major?
Yes, so one of my other responsibilities is heading up the College of Engineering Technology Exploration Program. We have about 76 students, I think, in that program this year. Generally, probably around 80%, maybe a little bit more than that, of the students make their major decision at the end of the first semester. So in the first semester, you'll be placed in one or two courses within specific majors. So for example, if you told us during the, in the Qualtrics survey that we sent out, that you're most interested in civil and mechanical, right? And you had a prioritized list. What we'll try and do is potentially get you into a civil course and a mechanical course. The other possibility is that you will get into our first year innovation course. And so the first year innovation course it exposes you to a variety of majors while you are working on a semester-long project. So all of you that are in exploration will be in exploration seminar, and Nikki and I are teaching that course together. And that course is designed, it meets 1 hour a week, and it's designed to help you be reflective about your choices, to think about where you want to be in your career, and to think about the different majors that can help you get there. And so most students make up their mind by the end of the first semester, and generally all students make up their mind by the end of the first year typically. So we're looking forward to having you in exploration.
Thanks, Mike. All right, I'm going to ask a fun question. Ashley, what is your favorite thing to do on campus outside of the classroom?
My favorite thing to do, I have a few things, but I will say I'm really involved in some of the clubs on campus. I personally, I'm very heavily involved in the Colleges Against Cancer. On campus, they run the largest fundraiser on our campus, Relay for Life. So I love getting involved with them. I've been an e-board member there. I've helped host events. I've been doing it for 8 years now this year, so it's been great. So I do that. I also, I enjoy getting bubble tea. I love having the soup, like Nathan's soup. The food's good. I like the food. So I would say just like club activities and go to the ECT ET building. I love going to the office and saying hi to everyone. I go to Nikki's office too and say hi to her. So everything.
Okay, so we had another question from Jack. Jack asked musical opportunities on campus, and he didn't mean theater. So I'll let anybody take that. I don't personally know the answer.
Oh, for theater? Oh man, there's a great acapella group. I mean, it's acapella groups. Oh my God, they are amazing. Ashley, you know the name of the group?
The acapella group?
Yeah. There's a couple.
I know there is a few, so I don't know. I'm not sure.
Is it 8-beat measure is one, right?
Yes.
8-beat measure. There are multiple.
They're a couple, and they're really good. I mean, really good. We had an overnight program, not this year, but the previous year, and they had like a competition, and different institutions came to RIT. It was like a Friday night, like 8 to 10 o'clock, and they just competed, and it was so cool. And so there's different performances that they have throughout the year. Of course, you know, they're very tight-knit groups. They practice like crazy. They're super dedicated. So there is theater groups on campus, a cappella groups, improv groups. I mean, literally there's like 150 clubs at RIT and county. Like every day a new club shows up. So if you don't find a club online that you see at RIT, literally with a couple of people, you can make a new club. And you can explore whatever you're interested in. So it's very easy to make friends, find new people, find people who are like you and who are totally different. And it's just a hodgepodge of some really cool people. Open mic club, yep, at Love and Cup, yep. That's another good place too. Love and Cup is right, like 2 or 3 blocks away, and they have some really good performances over there too. A lot of our faculty members are in bands and play instruments, a lot of them. So I'm sure you will find that out shortly too, as you get more accustomed to our college.
But Ashley, I'll ask you this then, sort of related. How do you find and join clubs?
So what I do is there's a campus groups website there's other ways, but one of the ways I use is campus groups. They have a list of pretty much every club that RIT has, that's registered at least. And I sometimes, like, I honestly, I'll just go through the list and I'll check out what they have. And if I like it, like, you can join, sometimes the scheduling for club meetings conflicts, but on campus groups, they oftentimes post like what's going on in the club. So I can still keep up with what they're doing, even though I can't come to the meeting. There's a ton of flyers all around. And really just clubs like to work together, like networking a lot. So I'll find out about a club from another club really, and then work with them. So that's kind of how I find clubs to join, or you just hear about it as well around campus and you're like, oh, let me check that out.
Lauren asks, will clubs meeting be in person or over Zoom this semester? That's a really good question. It really depends on probably the size of the group, what space is available for the group. I am guessing that many of the clubs will probably start off online on Zoom and then grow from there. But even in this abnormal atmosphere that we're in, the connections and getting together and learning the way will become normal. And then hopefully we go back to what real normal is, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but it probably will start off online and then grow from there. And that's the hope. That really is the hope for us. Yes, we should talk about our networking events. Oh, okay.
Alexander, just to quickly answer your question, there are computer labs located around the campus that will be available for students to use. They're cleaned regularly, particularly with the current circumstances. So even if your laptop doesn't arrive right away, there are other methods that you can utilize to make sure you're still getting your homework done. I'd also make sure you had a conversation with your professor. I'm sure they'll be pretty understanding as well.
So there's a question about robotics and manufacturing engineering technology, and Emma. So this is, I'm doing this from memory, right? So I think this is the first full year we have recruited into robotics and manufacturing engineering technology. So it was previously manufacturing engineering technology, and we actually have a significant amount of robotics content that we have added to that program, and we changed the name within the last, I think, approximately 2 years to robotics and manufacturing engineering technology. So students did enter it, I believe, starting last fall, but we were not recruiting into that program because we hadn't completed the New York State approval process yet. But so robotics and manufacturing is becoming a very popular major.
Thank you.
Somebody asks, someone asks, when does it get cold in Rochester? It depends on the day. It could be cold. It could be hot at 8 a.m. and cold at 3 p.m. But monthly wise, probably, it depends on how you define cold, to be honest. It really does. So, you know, when you start wearing heavy coats, maybe end of October, beginning of November, it goes down from there. So every day.
I think the real question is what's cold?
Exactly. What is
I grew up in Vermont, and it really doesn't get cold in Rochester.
Yeah, that's wild. It depends on how you define cold. It really does. You come to campus, and literally it would be, you know, snowing, blizzard, and you see somebody with flip-flops and a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. And then right next to them will be someone with a first down, Timberland boots, a hat, you know, gloves. It just depends on your preference. Cold is 40 or below. I will say
Late August.
November. What'd you say, Mike?
Late August.
Yeah, I would say, I would say from November to probably May.
Wear layers so you can adapt to every hour.
This is true. This is true. It changes from moment to moment, literally.
Yeah, so I know there's at least one person in here who's also from Ithaca. A favorite saying in Ithaca is, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes, it'll change. I think it's a very similar thing up in Rochester as well.
Yeah, in Ithaca, the weather changes about every 5 minutes. So, yeah, it was just pouring and now it's sunny and 80 degrees. So, you just wait a few minutes and it'll change.
Okay. I guess I'll throw this one to Ashley as well. Emily asked, is there a benefit to going with the recommended computer model as far as tech support?
So like when you're searching for a laptop?
Yeah.
So I got my laptop. I guess in a sense I did go for like the recommended model. I got my computer as a gift, but I would say that there is you do want a good, this sounds kind of cool, but you want a good computer really, because you're going to be running at least in the computer engineering tech, you're going to be running a ton of programs off of it. So I think like I have a i7, Core i7 Intel. I have a Acer laptop right now and it's lasted me 5 years. So it's been great. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything against going with a recommended model.
Okay, we have a couple of students who are asking for advice for very nervous or excited students.
Okay. So let's do reactions. How many people, because this is family, how many people feel nervous about August 19th, which is the first day of classes? How many people feel nervous? Give me a thumbs up. Well, just raise your hand. Let's raise your hand on the reactions. You see your reaction on the on your toolbar? Okay. I'm just gonna scroll through and see those hands who are a little bit nervous. Okay. So is anything in particular making, throw some things out? We can talk through this. Just overall, just first year, unknown, new people, home cooking.
We've got getting lost, moving out of state, pandemic. Harrison's worried about new people, me too.
Okay. New environment, okay. Getting lost, new teachers to adapt to. You know what? RIT is full of bricks, every building, and that's okay. You will get lost. It will feel like every building looks alike, but literally by the time, I think by the end of September, you will have a better understanding of one building from another. Just follow the crowd too, right? Just follow the crowd. They will help you. People are so friendly. I think you'll find that people are really friendly and will help you out. Can't wait to freeze. Being away from home might be doing it too. Okay.
Kristen is worried about garbage plates, so.
Longest I've been away from home and I really don't know anyone. Well, by the time the semester is over, you have so many friends, you'll be like, can I stay here a little bit longer? Trust me, you will make friends, you will find people. And it is, anytime you try something new, it is unsettling, but I am confident that you will meet people who will make you feel that RIT is home, because it is home. It will be home for you all for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sorry, Nikki, I cut you off, but I was gonna say that really like going to RIT, I guess I was a little nervous myself, but honestly, like I think about it like everybody else, for the most part, doesn't know anyone either. So you all just don't know everyone. So that's like a good thing you have in common. So you can become good friends, and you certainly will make a lot of friends when you start out. I have a group of friends that I've been together since I started at RIT. And I meet new people every year. So I wouldn't worry about meeting new people, because there's so many different, like there's such a diverse group of students that you're going to find someone that you can connect with.
The piece of advice I would give to incoming students is that it's better to join too many clubs and have to leave some of those groups than to not join any clubs and sit in your room.
Okay.
Okay, so do we have any more questions from anybody? It can be fun questions, serious questions.
Yeah, I have a question.
How much time, Sophie said, how much of your time do clubs take? You know what? It would take as much time as you give it. I think that is the best way of answering that question. You have to decide how much time you can devote to it. You're a student first. I tell my students all the time, you're a student first. You came here to get a good education, to do well, to make connections, make lifelong friends. And by joining clubs, you will have that, but you definitely want to find that balance. So when you go to different clubs and you get the vibe of what it's like and what you could gain out of it, you know, once you feel comfortable, join it. But it's not marriage, so you can leave anytime. And you will find that whatever you give, that's what you have available. And that's what I would encourage you.
So one of the questions that I saw was how easy is it to change into engineering technology exploration if you've already chosen a specific major? And that is really easy to do. If you wanted to change into exploration now, you can call admissions and do that. If you want to change majors, if you feel like you're in the wrong major, that's something we'll always talk with you about, right? So I would encourage you to talk to your advisor about that, and we can help you do that. If you're certain you know where you want to change to, you can do that through admissions at this point.
Someone asks, who has the best wing spot near RIT? And I live in Henrietta, and my husband co-signs that wing spot on West Henry Road has the best wings. He really likes those wings. So that's just his opinion. I don't eat chicken, so I can't really answer that question.
The wings of Rochester?
Yeah, the one on West Henry Road. Is it called Wing Spot, right?
Is it the small shack, like the small one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend them.
Yeah, my husband recommends those wings. Someone asked about masks in classrooms. Mike, you mind giving more details about that?
So masks, yes. So what I would encourage you to do is go look at the RIT website, and right at the top there's a yellow banner. I think it's RIT Ready or something like that, and that has a lot of information on the requirements. You will be required to wear masks in the classroom and anywhere inside. Outside, if you can't maintain 6-foot social distancing. So there will be a lot of mask wearing. Also, all of us are required to fill out a really brief health survey every morning, where basically you log in and there's a suite of symptoms, and you have to say either yes, I have one or more of these symptoms, or no, I don't. And that basically is what permits you to be able to walk freely around campus. And one of the things I will say, you know, somebody asked some questions about, will we be able to do this or will we be able to do that? And I think what we'll see on campus is, if we're able to stay away from the virus, right? We're confident that the virus is probably going to show up on campus, but our real goal is to contain it and minimize it to the best of our ability. If we're able to do that things like clubs will be able to be more active. Things like athletics and gym use will be able to be more prominent. And so it's really up to all of us, and I really think especially the students, to follow those mask wearing and social distancing rules, and then we'll all be able to do more. And I think that's going to be the real challenge to see, what happens. But yeah, in the beginning, we're all certainly going to be wearing masks, and I would anticipate that that's going to take place for the entire semester. And I think that's going to be anywhere in the country you go inside for the most part.
Mm-hmm. I see a question about advice for building a relationship with professors and TAs, and et cetera, while everything is online. That is a great question. And my advice is that you just stay engaged, right? And so we talk about what is Zoom etiquette, right? So it's hard for faculty and TAs and LAs and even myself to get to know you if you can't see your face, right? So you have to realize that that is part of how people get to know each other and identify each other and see if you may have a question or maybe unsure about something at a time where I can, interject and make sure that you are on the same page and understand what's going on. Many professors, myself, and other staff and faculty will be having open hours, office hours Zoom. So when they post those hours, jump on for 5 minutes, ask a random question, find something in common that you may have with them. There will be clubs that will have Zoom sessions too. Just making sure when sessions are taking place. And even if you give up 5 minutes just to get to know someone, it makes a big difference. And so I think that small thing of just, showing yourself, getting on Zoom calls will be very much the best way to get to know them. As things start to let up and we can have more face-to-face interaction, you will see that it's a really family type environment. And we really do love gatherings and get-togethers and finding ways to eat things, finding events to have food and get to know people and laugh. And so you will get to experience that too. We just have to be mindful and conscious about social distancing and being mindful about socializing together. Any other suggestions you may have, Mike or Ashley, as a TA right now?
Again, I think you summed it up really well, but I would say engagement overall is the biggest thing. I know, if your professor is hosting office hours, maybe perhaps you don't necessarily have a question, maybe you have a comment, or maybe you just want to do a check-in. I know with my my one professor, Professor Scheckler, we did a check-in every week. So we would send an email out and we say, hi, everyone's doing well, I'm doing well. And we just give a rundown of what we're up to. I think that's a really big thing, just talk to your professors, talk to your classmates, and really just keep engaged. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, and Ashley's right on. I think it can be really intimidating to go into a faculty member's office. And if that's a challenge for you, I would say, bring a friend, go to a Zoom hour together with a friend and go together, right? We will all have Zoom office hours. I would say hop in, and if you come in and say, I really didn't have any questions, but I just wanted to see if other people were asking questions, that's fine, right? We will get to know each other. And the only way we get to know you is if you come to us, because we don't get to go to you, right? You are the ones that control that interface. So take advantage of that, because we're the people that are going to be writing your recommendation letters when you want to go to grad school or for a job. We're going to make connections to help you get co-ops or permanent jobs when you graduate. So you really want to start building your network now. You're going to do that with each other, and you're going to do that with all of us, because the more people you know and the better relationships you have, the more opportunities you're going to help yourself set up.
Okay, so we've had a couple of students ask the specific question, do we have any sort of policy about allowing family members to visit on campus?
Yeah, so right now, in the beginning of the semester, there are going to be you can find it on the RIT Ready site. I don't want to misquote it, but visitors will be very limited. And I think the initial plan is even very limited visitors within a dorm room until after a certain amount of time and we see how things go. One of the questions someone asked is if your roommate gets COVID, will you have to be quarantined? And I believe the answer is yes. So we're going to be doing contact tracing on campus, and in certain situations, if you have been in close contact with an individual for an extended period of time and that individual comes down with COVID, you will be quarantined. So that will be part of the process.
Kian, do you have your hand up for a question? Sir Kian? I see someone with their hand up and moved his hand.
No, I didn't have my.
I'm sorry.
Well, we had my hand from something earlier. I didn't have a question.
Okay.
So one of the questions is, do we need to wear a mask in our dorm room if it's just you and your roommate? I don't know the answer to that, but I'm guessing it's no, because you'd have to wear a mask all the time in there, right? And so I'm guessing the answer to that question is no. At some point, right, and a lot of different groups are doing this, they're putting teams or small groups in bubbles and basically keeping those groups together and trying to keep those groups from interfacing with other groups, right? You're not going to catch COVID from someone who doesn't have COVID. And if you can ensure that your group in some way doesn't have COVID, then you can do whatever you want in that group. And that's one of the interesting things about this disease. And it's when you start to spread around to other people, it can spread very quickly. But I think your roommate is probably going to be, one of your close associates that, you guys are together, and as long as neither of you get it, everything's cool.
So like the bubbles for NDA.
Yeah, exactly. Right? NBA is doing it with a bubble. Yeah, for sure. So what is the plan for doing labs in the first week of the quarantine in the RIT provided hotel rooms? So one of our challenges is definitely going to be the first couple of weeks. We are prepared to have some students under quarantine when the semester begins. So we will, and it will vary class to class, the process for how we resolve that. But we are committed to supporting any students who are in quarantine, whether it's at the beginning of the semester or at some point later in the semester. For the specific question regarding labs, what it may mean is, you come in on an evening or a Saturday later in the semester and do some of those labs so that you can catch up depending upon how long you're quarantined for. But we have plans in place in each of our classes to support students who have to be quarantined. And this is new ground for all of us, right? None of us would choose any, right? So these are kind of the cards we're dealt, and really this is solving a problem. This is exactly what we are preparing you for in each of your majors. It's real world problem solving, and this is as real world as it gets. So you are part of this, and we are working together to solve these problems.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all so much for your fantastic questions and for your participation. And if we have, I guess I'll allow one final question if we have one.
Could I ask one?
Sure, yeah.
I got put into like the temporary housing at the RIT Inn. Do you guys know what's happening with that? Like, at all? If not, I understand, because like I know you're not the housing people, but.
Yeah, I would reach out to housing.
Okay.
Speak for another whole division.
Yeah.
Reach out to housing. I used to work in housing. They will welcome your question, make sure you know what's exactly going on. make sure you have the best experience. So I encourage you to do that, Paul. I can help make connections. Or you want to shoot me an email, I can connect you to someone and, you know, move the thing a little faster for you. So
Yeah, no, it's not too serious. I was just like curious while I was here, if I'm honest.
that's okay. We want all questions.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to share, again, our contact information. Can everybody see that? And then I'm going to we're going to keep the video going and the chat open for about 10 to 15 more minutes. So you guys can either take down that contact info, or you can use the chat to share your contact info with each other. You know, feel free to share social media handles, or I don't know, whatever the kids do these days. I sound like an old But thank you all for joining us.
Thank you for hosting us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, much appreciated.
We're really excited to meet you all.
We're excited about the turnout. So thank you all for coming. And again, any questions that you have, feel free to reach out to any of us.
We'll be here to the end if you have any questions.
So for those of you who are asking, we are recording this Zoom session. I will do my best to have admissions share a copy with you all after the event, just in case you really want to see our beautiful faces again.
See, we're down with 30 people.
Wow.
Ashley, thanks again for joining us.
Yeah, anytime. Thanks for having me.
If you need to go, feel free to step out. I know you said you were super duper busy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to work after this meeting.
Okay. Thanks.
You know.
Just seeing who sticks around.
Yeah, it's always interesting.
You ever see those memes or videos when people are on Zoom, bye, bye, you know, you laugh, everyone keeps screaming bye to each other
Until the meeting ends.
Yeah. It's how long is it going to take people to say bye to each other? Bye, bye.
My favorite, I think it was probably on TikTok or something like that. My favorite video is still the guy who got a like cardboard cutout picture of him looking very pensive, you know, into the camera. And then the picture falls down and you can see him in the background laying in a hammock drinking a beer while this Zoom meeting is going on. I think that's still my favorite.
Not that you would do that, but it was just an interesting idea.
I was thinking the same thing. Wondering where the story was going.
Yeah.
It says recording still, right? We won't send that part to admissions. So, all right.
This is a heavy like standstill.
I know. Tristan, you are so funny.
Who will be the last to leave?
Yeah, it was like your eyes got big, like you gotta stare down.
I was reading something.
Reading something.
Yeah.
Jessica,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, what are you thinking? You've been on here, anything cross your mind? Any thoughts?
I'm really excited to go to RIT and meet everyone in the fall. And I do want to join the Women in Technology still.
Yes, you should.
It'll
You
change
should.
your life, okay? And we have allies, gentlemen, we have allies. And so we're
Yeah.
an inclusive group. And it's fun. I'm excited for us to kick off and all the things that we have going on. So like I said, we are inclusive and we do have allies as males. Paul, you look a little confused. Are you confused?
If I'm honest, I'm just looking at stuff
Okay.
on my phone. Like it's really laggy. I don't have power.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's not your fault.
Jessica, where are you at?
I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Okay. Well, where did you go to school?
Frontier.
Frontier?
Yep.
Okay. I haven't heard of Frontier.
Yeah. I also went to Harkness for engineering and robotics.
Okay.
So I had a split day.
Okay. I like your RIT bound sign. That's the first thing I noticed when you joined us.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Michael, I don't think I heard from you. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm currently in an Airbnb because Ohio's on the travel advisory.
Okay.
So I'm here for 2 weeks.
Michael, I like your hair.
Thank you.
Michael, what's your major?
I'm exploration.
Ah, fun. I switched from, I'm a transfer student. I switched from mechanical to civil, actually. Not mechanical
Nice.
engineering technology, but mechanical engineering flat, and then to civil.
Where do you transfer? Where are you coming from, Tristan?
MCC. So I got my associates in engineering science there. I actually got my associates in sustainability first. Then to save money, I stayed there and got an engineering associates before I transferred.
My husband's a professor in the biology department over there, so I love MCC.
Oh,
Yeah.
could know him. Who knows?
Yeah, Dr. Matthews. Laura, I don't think I heard from you. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
Where are you calling in from?
Farmington, New York.
Okay. And what are you looking forward to?
I'm excited to move out, actually. I'm excited to meet my roommate because she and I have been talking, and she actually seems like a really sweet kid. So I'm excited to meet her and start living with her. I did not participate in the desktop thing because currently I'm organizing like a bunch of school stuff.
Okay.
And like if I turned on my camera right now, you'd just see like a whole, like a buttload of stuff, like folders, binders, stuff like that.
Don't worry.
I feel that.
No judge zone over
It's
here.
entropy. That's how it works.
There's no judging over here. There's no judging. It's all
Yeah, I hid my laundry in the background, so no worries.
Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff just on my bed. It's all my school stuff that I did not get to go through.
Yeah, I have the
only
background
matters
on for a
what
reason.
the frame shows, not what else is surrounding you. Just the frame.
It's all good. Well, I used to work in Res Life. I started off my career in higher ed and residence life, and there are some really good stories of good roommates and good experiences and your RA and the environment and the communities. So late night walks and, going to get food. So I believe you two will have a good experience. There's lots of support. I'm glad that she seems really nice. And so I'm excited for you. How many people are living on campus?
I'm sorry?
Is anyone else living on campus?
Yeah.
Okay, Jessica. Okay.
I think I'm technically off campus.
You say you're at the RIT Inn?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a shuttle, and it actually runs really well. I mean, really, really well. So, I mean, it is a little bit far, but it's not super far. Like, it's really not super far at all.
Nah.
And just think, you got a pool there. Like, you got a conference.
Yeah, I'm
It's
pumped for the pool.
Yeah, it's
I'm pretty easy going. I'm like a go with the flow type of guy. A lot of things don't bother me.
I get that sense, but
Yeah.
living in a hotel, I'm just saying. I mean, you got perk, you got the pool, you got the sauna, you got the gym right there. I mean, you got room service. I mean, I keep going.
Well.
I was originally put in to the RIT hotel as well, and I told my mom, and she was like, "There must be some sort of mistake. We didn't sign you up for anything like special or pretty or stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, but also, if that's their mistake, that's their mistake. Like, I'm ready to take advantage of a pool and a sauna."
Yes, indeed. I don't get a sauna.
And then it changed real quick, and I was like, "Darn, I didn't get there in time."
Yeah.
Actually, I have a question. Yeah. Are the people at the RIT Inn, are those people being like quarantined? Like those are the people coming from the red states?
I don't know.
I don't know. I know that they got local hotels to house people who are coming from the red states. They're offering like some package that students can purchase coming to RIT to stay there. So I don't know if they're housing anybody at the RIT Inn, but I do know other hotels in the area are, they have had contact with RIT, and I guess they have some sort of setup going on.
I
think
thank you. Madison, right?
Yeah.
Historically, Paul, the Inn and Conference Center has been used as student housing.
Okay.
So we have students that are there every year, and we have freshmen that are there every year. So I don't know if anything is unique this year with COVID. There are some perks to being in the hotel, but as Nikki said, it also is a little bit of a disadvantage having to shuttle the campus. You don't get to watch your classes. But you also don't have to walk the quarter mile into the wind at 7:45 in the morning to get to your class.
This is true.
Is the RIT Inn on West Henrietta Road, that one?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, it's on West Winter Road. It's probably in driving in a car. It's probably like 6 minutes away.
7 minutes. Yeah, I think it was 7 when I looked it up.
Yeah, it's 7 minutes.
You can drive faster.
Paul, I live on West Henrietta Road. I'll just pick you up every morning.
I'll give you a good car ride, make you laugh a little.
Yeah, it's really close, and it's like I said, the shuttle, and like Mike said, it's not the first year, so it's not abnormal at all.
Yeah, I'm all right with it. I think it'll be fun. And they said like I'm most likely gonna be moved at any time, so whenever that happens, I don't know. We'll see.
All right, it looks like we're down to just 10 of us. It looks like you guys are just the holdouts. I think we're going to call it a day, but thanks again for joining us.
Thank you guys, really.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody.
Look forward to meeting you.
See, I told you. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.